With the release of the highly anticipated Planet Coaster 2, what better way to celebrate than start my very own park in Sandbox mode. In this video you will see me use some of the new tools like the pathing system, as well as building, which is pretty traditional throughout the Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo games. I'll be starting this park by building the entrance. The name that I've given this park is Celestial Cove. I thought it worked quite well. It kind of goes with the Mediterranean theme that I've gone for, because I've set this up in the Mediterranean biome in Sandbox mode. It is on Sandbox where there's no power or anything required, so I could just play around with unlimited money. So I'll just start off by laying down the path. So I'm using the square to stamp tool, and this is just going to be like the entrance plaza, so this is just going to be where all the guests congregate and where all the ticket booths and stuff will be. And one thing I absolutely love about the game already is the square stamp tool. You can kind of rotate it so you can have different shapes, you can send it off in different locations, so it's not just stuck to the grid, you can kind of rotate it and go over existing paths as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, so whilst I'm building the entrance in the background, we'll just go over how I found it so far, just kind of playing, and I was there from pretty much launch. I started downloading it free, and I was in by 10 past I think, so I had quite a good look around. I've got a little test part where I've been testing out new coasters and stuff. Obviously the new ones like the Intamin multi-dimension coasters, I think they're called the Ultimax in this game. I think that's quite cool how they do play on words to the actual manufacturers. But that's pretty cool. It's very similar to 13 at Alton Towers and Hagrid's at Orlando, which is pretty cool. Hoping we get some like motorbikes or something to go on that track, so that would be really, really cool. But yeah, I've not really had too many glitches or anything, which is quite surprising for a new game. The only thing I've really noticed is a couple of the building pieces, which I'll get to about midway through this video. I came across something where there was only one side to the roof, so you can't actually build like a traditional roof with these pieces. I don't know if that's meant to be, but you can't rotate it because it's like a two-sided item. I'll show you when I get to it. But other than that, I've only really had the moving glitch where you move stuff around and the camera zooms out or goes across the other side of the park, but it's not too much of a problem. I've only had one crash, which is when I was putting scenery into a group. So it was on the grid group, and then I kind of just attached a surfboard later down the line to one of the buildings, and it just crashed out the game. So I don't know what caused that, but yeah, overall most of it's positive. I quite like it. It's a breath of fresh air. I think it's quite a lot to get used to, but obviously coming from Planet Zoo, it's quite easy to get the hang of stuff because it's very similar kind of layouts. But I am really, really excited for this series. I've got loads of cool stuff planned. I've got, so far, I've done quite a bit. I've played for about 10 hours now since last night. I know, crazy, but we're getting there. So it's Thursday, about 1 o'clock at the minute in the UK. So yeah, we've had it for just under 24 hours, which is pretty cool. So obviously quite a lot of that time was sleeping, and obviously booked the days off work to kind of have a play around and see if I enjoy it, which I am, which is really, really good. So yeah, the general plan for this park, I'm gonna do kind of like the entrance, and then I've got 2 areas at the moment planned. I was gonna do a third one, but I've got something very exciting in the works, which we'll find out about very shortly. So that should be fun. So whatever I don't do from what I'm going to do, I'm not gonna say anything because it's not confirmed yet, but I'm gonna pop it into an area that I'm gonna build later down the line. So yeah, I'm quite excited. It was very unexpected, but hopefully it all goes ahead and it should be really good by the sounds of it. And then just back to the entrance building. So what I've done here is I've just built these 2 blocks behind the kind of entrance gate. So I've just done like a guest services, and then I've also done a toilet as well. That's kind of typical when you go to a theme park. They'll always be around like the entrance building. So I thought it'd be quite nice just to add them 2 there. So the guest services I'm building in the background here, so this would in real life kind of double up as if anyone needs anything. So like at Alton Towers, when you come down, you've got like the guest services, so that will do all your accessibility stuff. If you need any assistance, or if you need to hire any kind of like mobility scooters or anything. Obviously we're still brand new to the game, so we don't have any like ThemeMakers toolkit at the moment. I would presume that comes out once all the DLCs, so we're quite a long way off that. But I'm sure stuff will start appearing on the workshop. And also in the background here, I'm not sure if this is a glitch, but when you alter the size of anything and you try and advance move it, it always hops back to its standard size, which seems a little bit backwards to me. I'm sure if you set the scale of it and then advanced move, it should stick, but for some reason it just keeps hopping back. So I don't know if that's by design or if it's meant to do that, but it was really annoying, so I just ended up using the sign in the end. And as well, you might have just seen there, I have noticed every time I use a sign it's always upside down. I don't know why, but it's just easy to just flip it back round. But obviously still early days, it's only been out a day, so obviously all these things will be picked up and fixed in future updates, which is good. Okay, and that is pretty much the outline of my entrance building. So I wanted it to be quite modern, but also kind of look a little bit like something you would see on holiday, so I kind of mixed the two together. I think it works quite nicely. Obviously the resort theme, the Viking theme, the mythology theme and the aquatic theme are the only ones in game. Oh, and the classic one as well. They're the only ones in game at the minute, but obviously that will expand and grow as DLCs get released. Okay, and we're on to the roof piece that I was talking about. So this one here, it's a little bit strange. So because it's only got the cladding on one side, there isn't like a mirror one for you to use. So no matter how many times you rotate, obviously it's still going to be the same shape. So I don't know if there's meant to be one. Obviously I only kind of had like a quick play around and I was just like, I'll just use something else because it's no big deal, I can use something and make it work. But yeah, it was a little bit strange. I might have to play around. I don't know if it locks into place once you place it, but I don't think it does. So in the end I just opted for the best alternative. I would have obviously tried that, but obviously I wasn't thinking because it was late last night and we are voicing over, so next time I pop into the game I'll try out those two pieces and I'll just see if it does fix the cladding to the right side once you place it. I can't see it doing because I don't think there's any items in game that do that, but if it changes I will let you know. Okay, so I think it's fair that if I've been playing for 10 hours, it's time to kind of just have a bit of a review. So overall, I am super happy with the game. However, there is a couple of improvements which I think would need to be made just to make it that little bit better. The pathing system is great, however, it does take a lot of getting used to and it's very, very clicky. I have also found as well a lot of the menus and to get to where you need to is also very clicky, so there's so many menus, you have to click into this and then you have to click into that to get to where you need to. The other thing as well was the advanced move when you're scaling up and down. That is a little bit annoying, but I think that's as per design because you're technically switching the item, so it should default back to its standard size. But from what I've played with in the coasters in my test park, they are super smooth and they're quite easy. They just literally go around the track really, really well, so that's a really good upgrade. The flat rides, well, the custom flat rides, sorry, are also really cool when you add your own scenery. So yeah, I think we're definitely heading in the right direction. But yeah, super happy with the game. So in the background here, I'm just literally finishing up my entrance plaza, just adding a couple of shops and stuff. So if you have enjoyed this video, drop a comment down below what you want to see next. Obviously I've already got it planned, so, well, already got it built, sorry. I'm 6 episodes in at the minute. So I'll, yeah, cast your votes down below on what's coming next and I'll see which one's correct. But yeah, if you're not subscribed already, I had a couple of Planet Coaster videos from previous. I had the upgrade in my RMC, so I'll pop them throughout the video just as like little timestamps. But I would be really grateful if you could hit that subscribe button. It's going to be a fun series, so yeah, I'd like you to come along with that one, which is good. So I will catch you in the next one.